Well, it looks like truckers are going to have to resist the federal government's plan to track their every movement, and this is going to be a privacy nightmare. The Department of Transportation is considering this disturbing new rule that could force every commercial motor vehicle to install an electronic device that would wirelessly transmit location data and other personal information to the police on demand. By collecting data on each of the 12 million commercial vehicles on the road, the thinking goes that these monitoring devices could help law enforcement focus its inspections on carriers it deems high risk, allowing lower risk vehicles to skip unnecessary inspections. But guys, the truckers already undergo roadside inspections and record large amounts of information for all these regulators out there. The Department of Transportation offers no reason to believe the warrantless collection of identifying information will make anybody safer. It might make some inspectors' jobs easier, but that's no reason to override the rights of truck owners and operators. Might as well call for putting us all in ankle monitors just because it might reduce crime if cops know where everyone is at all times. Everybody knows that the Fourth Amendment requires the government to get a warrant before encroaching into private space to gather information. People rightfully expect that their private effects and location data will remain shielded from the authorities because prolonged tracking can reveal intimate details. The Constitution is supposed to protect that expectation of privacy by requesting officers to get a warrant based on probable cause before they can gather location data. And we already know that that is perverted every single day. If truckers allow the government to accomplish this level of surveillance by physically intruding on a private property, it creates even greater constitutional concerns. The Supreme Court has ruled that police must get a warrant regardless of whether the subject of a search has a reasonable expectation of privacy before they physically install a tracking device. The rule is no different because the government forces people to purchase and install the tracking device on their own property. Unfortunately, this proposal is not an outlier. Government agencies nationwide have been adopting new surveillance technologies and hastening our devolution into a police state. One town in Michigan uses drones to photograph people's backyards. Houston passed a law earlier this year requiring all bars and convenience stores to install high-definition surveillance cameras to store the footage for 30 days and to turn over the footage to police on demand without a warrant. And then there's this town in Florida that even created a secret formula that it claims helps to predict future crimes. So it's not a surprise that police have already employed that formula to target and harass innocent people at all hours of the day and night. And this requirement to track commercial motor vehicles wouldn't even be the first regulation of its kind. The Department of Commerce already compels all charter boats in the Gulf of Mexico to install tracking devices. The Institute for Justice and public interest law firms have responded to the Department of Transportation's proposal by filing a comment letter explaining the constitutional issues that arise when the government forces people to install a transponder or other electronic monitoring device that law enforcement can query for personal identifiable information and location data. And as new technologies make it easier to collect and analyze that data, the corrupt agents within the halls of government will be tempted to prioritize efficiency over privacy. We all know the Fourth Amendment is clear. Before officials can collect any information beyond what they can see for themselves from public spaces, they need to get a warrant. Unfortunately, that amendment has been perverted as well. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. I'll see you in the next video.